The secret to growing your email list, creating an irresistible lead magnet. Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths and I am passionate about all things online. And one of the most important things you can do for your business is to grow your email list, because you are 10 times more likely to sell using email than you are through social media. So as much as I love social media, although sometimes it can be exhausting, actually, an email list means that you can create an email, write it multiple weeks in advance, it's scheduled, it goes out, and you can sell from that really, really simply. And you can have great conversion rates. But the first thing you need to start with is that lead magnet. That is the secret to it all. That is your secret sauce. And making sure that your lead magnet is in alignment with your audience. So what do they need from you? What pain point can you solve? What problem can you solve? What solution can you offer? And so if you are talking their language and really solving a problem, you are going to have masses of people sign up to that email list because people need that solution. So my probably most successful lead magnet that I did probably, 5 years ago now, was a video kit list. And basically it was tools to go live using Facebook Lives. And so it was all about, the tripod and all of that shizzle. But I had masses of people wanting that lead magnet. So it meant that I could post that in Facebook groups and people would download it. And I grew my email list massively. I think using that method, I was able to grow my email list really quickly to about 30,000 people just straight away by talking about being confident on camera, offering those tips, and then at the same time saying, if you want help with this, check out my lead magnet. And so people really wanted that, and so they would sign up for it. So you see how you have to have that synergy between what you do, what solutions you're offering for people, and the problems that you're solving in the lead magnet. So it has to be that kind of stage one for them to go, oh, I've got the equipment, what do I need to do next? And so suddenly they're like, oh, I need help with the other things. And so then you can help with the next stage where you can say, oh, well, I've got a course on this, or I offer a one-to-one program on this, or whatever it may be. And so you need to have that step-by-step approach where you're thinking, right, this is the problem. The lead magnet is going to offer the starter solution, and then I am going to offer the bigger solution in the long term. So perhaps you are helping people to grow their Instagram following. And so the first step of that would be something about how to improve your Instagram bio, or how to do Instagram Reels, or something where it's like that first stage. Perhaps it's some kind of amazing filter, or how to edit videos, or something where people really want that and they're like, oh, I need that. And then from that, you're offering them other tips about Instagram growth or whatever it may be. If you were then to say, oh, get my lead magnet on, how to do your makeup so that you're prepared for video. Yes, it's about video, but there's not really that synergy and connection. So you need to make sure that it really, really fits together and there's a flow so that people want to sign up. If people are not signing up, then you know, okay, I need to think again. And so if you then realize that you're onto a winner, where you've got a high converting opt-in page, a high converting lead magnet, then you can think, right, perhaps I run Facebook ads to this. And so by running Facebook ads to that particular problem, people are going to want to sign up, and they're signing up, and it's a low cost way for you to get them in and then buy into your next strategy. And that can work really, really well. Now, so once you've got people in, then you need to warm them up. But we'll get to that stage in a moment. So you create that lead magnet. Then you want to make sure that your opt-in page is simple. It is no point putting all of this kind of, oh, I'm amazing, let me tell you about my bio, let me tell you of all these hundreds of benefits, let me completely overwhelm you with my business. Because people will read that opt-in page and then they'll go, oh, okay, I've forgotten why I was here, and they bounce away. Whereas if it's super, super simple, where it's like, bam, here we are, this is what you need, then they're in. They're sold. They add their email address, because remember, an email address is not what it was 15 years ago. An email address is like this sacred thing. I don't want to be spammed. I don't want spammy nonsense. So them giving you their email address says, I like this freebie. I want this freebie. Like, you are offering me something special. So you get them in, and then from that, the next stage is you want to make sure that your opt-in page is really clean and simple, and have that welcome email. So the first email, you are sending them whatever freebie you're offering. Maybe it's a quiz and they get the results of the quiz. Perhaps it's some kind of video series and some kind of training. Perhaps it is a some kind of checklist or a workbook. Whatever it is that you are offering, then you want to make sure, bam, they get that straight away, so that they immediately access it. If they have to wait for an email, their minds wander, they get distracted, they'll go elsewhere. So make sure it's a really quick turnaround, they get that thing, and then from that, then you can start nurturing them. And it's no point sending one email and then disappearing. You want to have drip, 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 consistent emails. If you are not being consistent with your content, they are going to forget who you are. Like, I have people who come into my inbox and I think, oh, I've not heard from you for ages, or I've not heard from you for 2 years, or whatever it may be. And I read those emails out of a kind of marketing interest, because it, piques my interest. Like, what have they been up to? And, and then it's like, oh, yeah, I've not been around for a while. I've been really busy, or, life is whatever. But that doesn't make me compelled to go, oh, yes, I'm going to buy from you. So if you want to turn your list into some kind of sales machine, you need to stay consistent with that content and make sure that you are regularly emailing your list. And so that means sending your email list perhaps 1 or 2 or 3 emails a week, so they remember you, so they get that little dose of you. One of the ways that I do it is through my YouTube videos. So you're watching this right now, my YouTube video, I schedule and batch those videos, and that keeps me consistent, because I have like, oh, here's my schedule of YouTube videos. I'm going to create a video around that piece of content, and it helps me to stay on track with consistent video content. And on the back of that, consistent email content. And, that becomes a whole strategy that is the core of how I promote my business. I have multiple lead magnets. So I have one that's the easy launch plan. I have one, the email checklist, my video kit list, various different lead magnets, and they're slightly different. And somebody who is interested in a video kit list is not necessarily going to be interested in, oh, I'm going to talk to you about Pinterest. Although there is a synergy, people might not understand that synergy in the first place. And so it's really important to make sure that when you have your emails, that you tag people appropriately and you segment those lists, so that if you know that somebody signed up to your email list and they're interested in video, then you talk to them about video, or you talk to them about whatever it may be, about blogging or whatever topic you are talking about, that it's about that topic. And then other people who've signed up to your email list about something that there's a synergy, but maybe there are 2 distinct buckets of information. It doesn't mean to say you can't talk about the 2 topics, but you need to make sure that you have relevant content for both lists. And so what I tend to do is I will have a lead magnet that is something for that audience, and then I'll make sure that I have a sequence of emails, and I will sell a particular course, a particular product that's relevant to that email list. It's no point me trying to sell a Pinterest course to somebody who signed up to something about video, because they're like, what? why do I care about this? Whereas if I have an email list checklist, and then I have an email course, then it's like, oh, hang on a minute, there's a relationship. I want to learn more from this person because I like Lucy. Perhaps you do, maybe you don't. And so you need to make sure that there is that relationship with your content. And so, you know, for me, it's that step-by-step process. So if you are thinking about creating a course, make sure that you are also then thinking, what can be that stage one for that freebie that you are offering to get people to sign up so you can then sell them the course. But you can't do everything at once. So do one and then the other, whichever way around you want to do it, but make sure that you are keeping it simple. And one of the ways that I really think is such a powerful tool that people don't, it's not that sexy, so people don't always talk about it, but it's SEO. So the power of search engine optimization. So the power of Google promoting and pushing your piece of content if you have answered a question that somebody is searching for. So if they type a question into YouTube or into Google and they're looking for an answer, your video or your blog post can come up as the solution. And so let's say my blog post comes up as the solution. Then on the back of that, they'll read my blog post and they might watch my YouTube video. And then I'll say, oh, if you want more help with this, then check out my freebie. Or a pop-up will pop up miraculously, and that will then encourage someone to sign up to my freebie. And so I really try and simplify that process so that there is always a freebie that reflects that piece of content that I'm talking about. So if you can make sure that there is that synergy between the blog post or the video and the freebie so that they are in sync, and it means that you're more likely to sell that piece of content, and it means that you are going to grow your email list with those very simple strategies. So if you found this video useful, I would love you to subscribe. Please check out the link below, and don't forget to check out the email checklist below as well to help you explode your email, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye bye.